week just like we take every other week. Come in, prepare another game plan, and hopefully go out and execute.
What'd you know about this rivalry growing up?
So I grew up a Georgia fan, but actually played at Tech back in 2016 whenever I played at Mercer. So this isn't my first time playing there, but I know this game's just different. And I know we prepare differently here for Tech than we do a lot of other teams. It's different. It's more of a pride thing, I think. And it'll be really interesting to see how Tech comes out with their new offense, new coaching staff. They've had some ups and downs this year, but they just beat NC State this past Thursday night, and it's going to be really cool. It'll be a lot of fun. We're excited.
No offense about the job you have, but what kind of reaction in general do you get when you tell people you're the long snapper for the punt team?
I take a lot of pride. I know if my name's not being said or talked about, I'm normally doing my job. And so I like to stay behind the scenes. I'll let Jake and Rod and those guys take all the credit. But I think it comes a lot with the nature of the position. I do my job, and as long as my name's not being called, I'm doing my job, and I take a lot of pride in that. I like to stay behind the scenes.
What kind of progress have you seen in Camarda this year?
Man, he's grown up a lot. Especially you look back at the Notre Dame game, it probably wasn't his best game, but then you fast forward to Auburn. I was thinking about it earlier this morning. That game was a lot about field position. And we punted 11 times that game, and I think he had a massive effect in the game as far as putting Auburn deep and making them go 80, 90 yards to try to get some points on the board against our defense. Jake's grown up a lot, and he's only getting better every week.
Describe the importance that Coach Smart places on special teams.
He loves special teams. He's in every special teams meeting every single day, and I think that says a lot about him as a coach. A lot of the coaching staff, a lot of schools, they won't put a lot of emphasis in special teams. But man, he's in every meeting. He's at every walkthrough. He knows exactly what everyone's doing on every position in the field on all four phases of special teams. So they love special teams here. We take a lot of pride in it. I know I do. All the snappers, kickers, and punters take a lot of pride in it. And even the offensive and defensive players that are on the special teams in the shield and the punt and kickoff return, everyone wants to score. Everyone wants to have an effect because we know that's a third of the game. And everyone kind of does their one part of the 11 guys in the field. We're going to be all right.
Kirby was talking about how there are so many rivalries for Georgia, but what is it about this one that makes it different?
I think it's just in-state. If you grow up in the state of Georgia, you're going to either go, one, if you're a big-time recruit, Tech's going to look at you, Georgia's going to look at you. And I know here at Georgia, here in Athens, we don't really like Tech. We want to win, and it's bragging rights for the year. Kind of how